Hi everyone. I'm standing here beside my Natchez Crape myrtle, or one of them, that was damaged in the recent ice, snow, sleet storm. Last week I did a video on where to make the cuts, the proper, or as close to proper as we can get cuts. And that would be at the top where the branches have broken off. You'll notice when we look at it, really look at it, that it's the main leader branches that have broken. This crepe myrtle, all of my crepe myrtles are about 17 years old, so they're pretty large at the base. Never ever would LSU Ag Center recommend cutting a crepe myrtle, or any shrub for that matter, straight across. You see it a lot. People just go in and cut their crepe myrtles at a certain height straight across. What that does is, over time, there's a lot of damage, and eventually those trees will die. And they're never very healthy, and they never really look good or bloom good. So last week I showed you, again, like I said, how to trim these crepe myrtles in an attempt to save them. I've spent a lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of fertilizer growing them over the past 17 years. So, yeah, I'd kind of like to save them, and I'm sure you would feel the same way. One of the ways, and I do not recommend this is a last resort in order to hang on to these crepe myrtles. But if you're just really desperate, what you can do is go in at the bottom. In just a minute I'll show you where, and cut straight across. Better still if you could cut it at an angle at the bottom. The reason you want the angle is if it's cut straight across, then water will pool on where that cut is, and eventually you will have rot, which will encourage disease and insects. So cut it at an angle. What you'll have is a lot of little suckers come up, and you will choose 3 or 4 or 5, whichever you prefer, to train to become the tree again. It will take a long time for them to get to the height of these trees, or what these trees were, which is somewhere around 25 to 30 foot tall. So let's get to it, and I'll show you where to cut. You can see that this is the bottom of my Natchez Crape myrtle. It's probably about 2 foot diameter. If we slowly go up the tree, and I will try to go very slow so that I don't give you whiplash, but you start seeing the damage. And as I said a while ago, the majority of the damage is to the main leader, or the main trunk. And it left, for instance, on that one right there, it left small side limbs. Those are the ones that normally I would want to get rid of. But I would probably come somewhere around a foot off of the ground, maybe 1.5 to 2 foot, and make an angled cut on this trunk. Once all the suckers come up, then I would choose the ones that I want to keep, like I said a while ago. Cut the others out and cut them at the collar so that hopefully they don't come back. And we might actually get a tree out of this eventually. Now, as I said, this is not an LSU Ag Center recommended cut. This cut would only be made in an extreme attempt to save your crepe myrtles or your small trees. So keep all of that in mind as you're making the decision as to whether or not to cut. Donna Lee, LSU Ag Center.